this thing first. We're gonna get started soon. Let's get to it. It's been a long week already. Quite the long week for your boy. Day job muddy with the art side hustle. So we inked half this page last week. I was hoping to get to the rest. I wasn't able to. Had a big art show last Friday, so got a little busy. But here we are, trying to get through this inking so we could jump into coloring after. Well, not before doing the other pages, or the other panels within this page. But anywho, let's get to work. Got my dirty mirror that's serving as my webcam or face cam. Let's get into it. Let me scoot back into my chair. Okay. No sound comes out more clear than my breathing. I'm convinced of this. Whoops. Why is it doing that? There we go. Maybe it didn't snap. Solid chopstick line right there, I must say. Let me see if I put this back. There we go. Okay. Just making some overlay edits on the fly that y'all couldn't see. Whoops. Overshot that line there. For her squiggly lips. Should have drawn some teeth, honestly. Maybe I will, just like a little. Looks a little awkward, but whatever. Sketch out those brass knuckles. Little glove gauntlet strap, if you will. Zoom in on her a little. Actually, yeah, that's not bad. She chowing down though. Gotta have those bite lines, pressure lines. We got some ramen bowls in chat if you just joined. So I mentioned before last week, I had my opening night to my art show. It was a good night, to say the least. Some friends and family pulled up, some strangers pulled up. It was cool. But I'm even more hyped because I get to put on some events in the next 6 weeks around the art show. So I'm looking forward to that. Been working on some ideas with a friend of mine, and I'm gonna send them to the gallery owner real soon because the show's running for 6 weeks. So it's like, let's make this thing an active 6 weeks and not just like an opening and a closing night, you know? Should be a good time. More details to come soon. Jessica97, nice drawing. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, this is a drawing of an original character named Mona. She's a bit of a badass, and even badasses need to eat. So currently she's eating some ramen. She got real stressed on a previous page and needed to step out for a good ramen bowl. So that's what she's doing. Is this a comic book drawing? Yes, it is. It is indeed. It's gonna be part of a bigger page. It's like we started here, where we're setting the scene at this ramen spot that she's eating at. We've got a little close-up of her eating or getting an extra dumpling. Whoops. And now I've got her actually chowing down on the ramen. And more will be revealed as we keep going. All right, back to it. Keep looking to my laptop to check chat for a second, but we're back to it. Back focused. Lock in, yeah. I need to. But it's good to chat with folks. That's why I like to check the chat. See what people are on. While staying locked in, of course. It's good you're attentive. I'm trying. Try to be. Need this ink pen to lock in. It's looking like it's dying. Don't die on me early. Welcome back to it. Thanks, Zayden. I've been doing more TikTok than Twitch. Nice. How's that going? As long as you're having fun, that's what matters. It's pretty chill. You met a lot of people. That's good. That's great to hear. Yeah, Twitch is a weird place when I think about it. I'm still amazed that like 6 years ago or however long it's been now, I was able to gain 65, followers organically without doing anything weird. And I made it to affiliate, but then at the time there wasn't like any good apps to stream off your phone. So I was trying to do it on a laptop, but then my laptop got too old and janky. So I stopped. And then 6 years later I jumped back in, but then all my old followers are like not into Twitch anymore, clearly. I rarely see any of my old people pop back in. And it's like rebuilding from zero. Nobody checks out small streamers. Yeah, I feel like they used to do it more back in the day. Maybe now there's just too many streamers. It got too saturated, maybe. Who knows? But again, they say be consistent, so that's what I'm trying to do. Be consistent and try, that's true. Gotta put in the effort. Good luck, thank you. I appreciate it. Is Soph asleep? She is. Took a little while to get her to sleep, but hopefully she sleeps the whole night. My little baby be playing at night sometimes. But that's okay. She's just a baby. She's just a baby. Ready to party, yeah. I'm thinking she's gonna like start walking soon, because anytime her sleep gets messed up, that's when her like new skills have been learned. So I'm like, she might surprise us and just like start running around on her own from all this lack of sleep. Not Soph on the mood, chat. Watching your live on TikTok. Definitely not putting her on social media. She could get addicted to it later, not this early. That would be crazy. She'll think it's FaceTime. Yeah, right? That would be a disaster. A true disaster. I see you've been playing a lot of Fortnite. How's that going? Oh man, messed this line up. It's okay. Straightened it out a little bit. About to hop on now. Haven't played FIFA in a while. Nice. I've only played Fortnite like a handful of times, but that's because I'm not the biggest online battle royale game type of guy. I like my story games. initial, my Fortnite views do better than FIFA. I mean, yeah, I guess there's still an audience of people watching Fortnite. Some light cross hatching here. Seems I lost my people. See how it is. Start chatting and then they dip. It's all good. Back is cracking. That's some mid-30s stuff right there. So last week, my tip of the day for drawing was a drawing from imagination tip, where I said if you want to get better at drawing from imagination, create a comic, because it's going to force you to do a lot of references or use a lot of references, and it's going to force you to study more of an active study, where like in this case, I wanted to draw a scene where my character was eating, so I had to find reference where a girl was eating out of a ramen bowl. Normally, I wouldn't draw this. Normally, I would have no reason to draw a girl eating out of a ramen bowl. But now that I've done it, I've like added it to my mental visual library. And maybe next time I could attempt to do it freehand. I say all that to say, I was trying to come up with a tip for today, but I don't know that I have one. So I guess we just reiterated last week's tip for drawing from imagination, but no new tip really. Sorry, y'all. Nothing coming to mind right now. Here's one. If you want to get better at cross-hatching and shading around the face, learn the planes of the face. Once you learn the planes, you'll know which direction to cross-hatch and or shade. Am I an expert on the planes? No. Do I have like a decent understanding of them? Yeah. Is my cross-hatching 100% accurate? Probably not, but I'm trying out here. Google the Asaro head. That's ASARO. That'll help you learn the planes of the face. It helped me a lot, to say the least. Excuse me. Okay. I think I'm happy with how this looks for now. Like I said, this is the initial inking stage where I'm going to erase all the pencil marks, then I'm going to color and then ink again. But first, let me just ink this last line here. Let's start erasing the pencil lines on this top panel. And I do this before I color. Quick knuckle crack. Don't mind me. because I misplaced a little brush that I like to use. Okay, and it is then. Let's see, let's erase here on the bottom panel. Okay. I think we've erased enough, hopefully. Okay, and now the age-old question of do we start to color or save it for the next stream? Maybe I'll do her hair and see how I feel after that. Just got some other stuff to do tonight, so trying to manage my time wisely. Let's see here. I like to start with some light. Light blue tones. And then we can add our mid-tone, our highlight, so on and so forth. But for now, we're starting off light. Or I guess this is the mid-tone. What am I talking about? This would be the mid-tone. And then I will layer a darker tone on top. Well, actually, no, this might be the lightest tone. What am I talking about? I've had a long week, bro. 'Cause I am tripping. Actually, I'm really tripping because if anything, I should have done her skin tone first and then filled in the hair on top. Oh well, we will figure it out. Okay. We'll go with the darkest tone next. Here's the real mid-tone. Can be a little more generous with this one. Same strategy down here. Dark tone first. Select strands. Like to darken the eyebrow. And then I go over the light section again. To kind of blend it all. That's how I do her hair. At least the first step, that is. Let's put these away. Okay, I think that was a good session. Hopefully by the next live, these two panels will either be done or I'll be working on them live. But yeah, solid, how long was this? 48 minutes. Well, till next time, kids. Peace.